Hello everyone, my name's Cliff and welcome back to my channel. This is Cliff's Dark Gems. And if you're new here, sit back, relax and enjoy the show. Because tonight we're doing my September pile of possibilities. Stay tuned. Okay everyone, so in September I'm planning on reading a lot of the books that I've hauled recently in the last couple of months. So it's a lot of physical books, kind of a read what you own as well. And I will be taking part in one event. That's going to be the Week of Weird. This was created by Crystal at Vibrarty and Jason from Jason's Weird Reads. Those are the two co-hosts. So yeah, let's get going with the pile of possibilities. Okay everyone, the first book is a mystery because our book club, Fright Club, that's from Crits, from Secret Read and myself. And yeah, for September we'll be reading extreme horror. But at the time of me filming this on Thursday, it's now Saturday or Sunday, so the voting will be over. So you can pop in and find out what was chosen for our extreme read for September. Okay, and the next Kindle read, and I've heard so many good things about this book. I don't think it's a horror. I think it's more like a fantasy, apocalyptic, I think they call it a lit RPG, so you can guess what I'm going to say. But yeah, that's Dungeon Crawler Call. It's the beginning of a series, and it's by Matt Dinniman. Yeah, lit RPG. And I just want to read the first part of Goodreads, what it says. And I'm super excited because I love my games and I love my RPG. And it says, the apocalypse will be televised. A man, his ex-girlfriend's cat. A sadistic game show unlike anything in the universe. A dungeon crawl where survival depends on killing your prey in the most entertaining way possible. And yeah, I'm sorry, that really reminds me of kind of the Hunger Games. And from what I heard as well on the Goodreads blurb, is that if you do really well and you kill in a very entertaining manner the goblins or whatever it is, the monsters, before you level up, I don't know what the book's about, but apparently you get like goodie chests, and and just like in Hunger Games, that if you really do well at the beginning before you enter the games, you're going to get benefactors who will give you the stuff you need in game, perhaps. There, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about this book. A lot of rave reviews on booktube, and that's persuaded me to buy this book. So let's see what happens. And another book that I've been persuaded to read in the month of September, and this is as a result of a recent video where I talked about weird books, strange books, and a number of my subscribers, including Jason, there were a few of them, said you need to read The Red Tree by Caitlin R. Kierman. Okay, now I don't know much about it, but I know that one of the subscribers said don't judge the book by its cover, because if you look at this cover up there, yeah, it doesn't really look like the kind of book that I want to read. It looks, yeah, I'm not going to go there. It's just, but they say it's brilliant. So I'm going to read it. They say it's very weird, so it's perfect for the Week of Weird. And in addition to that, I'm also going to be dipping into this. I'm going to start my journey with the weird. Oh, sorry people. Yeah, I'm going to start my journey with the weird. And this is just, yeah, hundreds of short stories. So I'm going to start going through that. Yeah. Another book I'm going to continue with, definitely, is Michael McDowell, Blackwater. Now I'm loving his people. I've got through part 1 of 6, and it's called The Flood. And I know this book was released also in little books, but this is the entire thing. I'm going to be reading one every month until I finish this book. And yeah, I'm not really going to give any reviews until I've finished. I think I might review the whole book, but it's just a Southern Gothic, and it's at the moment bloody brilliant. just sets a scene, setting in these swamps, and it's called The Flood, and this mysterious girl that appears, and it's this town, and it's the people. Very, very good. And so yeah, that is Blackwater. Okay, so for this next one, I need your help, people. We're going to go with either Black Ambrosia or The Abyss, right? 2 paperbacks from hell. I'm going to choose one based on the comments down below. Black Ambrosia. Angelina is a killer. You'd never know to look at her until you look into her eyes. She doesn't kill out of hatred or fear. She kills out of love, bringing solace to her victims, guided by the seductive voice that speaks only to her. She offers you eternal peace at the cost of your soul. Yeah, it's very good. And the next one, The Abyss. From the deepest mine in Tennessee into the darkest pit of hell. It is the deepest coal mine ever created, but when the miners dig too deep, too far, they violate the earth's most ancient and closely guarded secret. Now blood flows from faucets, and huge thorns tear the ground apart. Now grotesque, half-seen creatures terrorize the town as the stench of sulfur fills the air. Now the legions of hell itself raise their unspeakable dominion over heaven and earth from The Abyss. Like that. Yeah. Now you decide, people, what I'm going to read there. That's it. Okay, everyone, and I'm desperate to continue my Stephen King journey. I've left the Dark Tower for a little bit. I'm giving it a break. And I'm going with one of his shortest novellas. Probably his shortest book. That is Elevation. Now, I've heard mixed feelings about this book, but I do want to read everything the man's written. And I think there's another event called Shorty September, where you read really short books. I must read up on that. It's because, yeah, I suppose I'm participating if I read a book that's 150 pages long. And this is short, yeah. And it's about a man who's losing weight, but he's not losing weight. That's kind of all I know. And I don't think it's a fantasy. You know, it says here it's a trick and treat, a poignant parable about an ordinary man in an extraordinary condition, rising above hatred and learning to live with tact and dignity. So yeah, it's definitely not a horror. Let's see what happens with Elevation. Should be able to finish it in a day, maybe 2 days. Next up, I'm also excited to carry on my Robert McCammon adventure, except I'm giving Matthew Corbett a break for this month, for September, and I'm going to read The Wolf's Hour. Now yeah, I'm super excited about this, and it's like about a Nazi, not a Nazi, it's a werewolf, kind of an action thriller book, I suppose. The guy is a werewolf, and he's fighting the Nazis. And, you'd think it sounds kind of corny, but yeah, I think with Robert McCammon, he can turn anything into gold. His writing is just exquisite. So I'm really, really looking forward to this. I think like Stephen King, I want to read everything by this guy, Robert McCammon. It's awesome. Yeah. Okay, next up is David Sodergren, Dead Girl Blues. Now yeah, I've loved so many of his books, The Horror. He's brilliant, people. Very graphic, a lot of his horror, but just so much fun. Rotten Tommy, love that one. And this looks like a bit of a violent slasher, which I've got no problem with. I don't read a lot of slashers. I'd like to read some clown slashers, maybe in October, maybe the spooky season. But yeah, so it'll be a warm-up. When a young woman dies in Willow Zulawski's arms, it sets in motion a chain of events that will push her to the brink of madness. A mysterious video's only clue, but as Willow digs deeper into the murky world of snuff movies, those closest to her start turning up dead. Someone out there will stop at nothing to silence her. After all, when killing is business, what's one more dead body? Like that. So, that is, yeah, Dead Girls Blues. Okay, the second last book I'm going to talk about, and this is Hell House by Richard Matheson. I've been wanting to read this for a long time. It's been on my TBR for a long time, and yeah, recently hauled. And it's very similar to The Haunting of Hill House in terms of, I suppose, the fact that you've got this haunted house, people are there investigating. I'm not sure what else is on about this, but what I have heard is that this is absolutely terrifying. Now, if I read this and it's not terrifying, yeah, I might throw a fit, because I've been really wanting to read this, and I like Richard Matheson, little that I've read of him. What does Stephen King say? He says Hell House is the scariest haunted house novel ever written. I'm going to trust Uncle Steve here. I'm going to trust him. So yeah, hoping to get to that this month in September. Hopefully have some fun with this. Hell House. Okay, and finally, I'm going to continue with my mood reading, people. Dragons of Winter Nights. Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman. And yeah, you've got the elves and the dwarves. And, oh, it's beautiful. Kenda, Taz Kenda. You've got the wizard. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Lots of dragons. Lots of wars with dragons. Yeah, I probably want to read this right now, actually, to be honest. I've got to finish my other book first. But yeah, so I'm going to continue with this fantasy series. I'm going to read a little bit every month, and I should be able to finish it in September. Yeah. Okay, everyone. So those are all the books I'm planning to read in September. A pile of possibilities, probabilities. We'll definitely read, hopefully. But yeah, let me know down in the spaces below. Don't forget to vote for my paperback from hell for the month. And yeah, love your company, people. Chat to me down in the spaces below. Speak to me. Tell me which of these books you've read. And take care of yourselves until we chat next time. Take care of yourselves. Keep those pages turning. And cheers.